getting 4 mana, tapping his last land, and then casting a turn 2 ad nauseam. Hello and welcome to Cardboard Content, where we aim to develop our skills and grow the competitive Commander community. My name is Benedict. Thank you guys for joining me this week. First off, I want to apologize for the inconsistency on the videos. Working and doing YouTube and wanting to play Magic takes a lot of time. I want to thank all the people who have subscribed. The numbers on those have gone up dramatically. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I'm gonna probably aim for next video to do a giveaway. So if you haven't subscribed yet, please do now. Share and like the video as well while you're at it. This week's video are my friends and I play testing some decks maybe you might see in our up and coming tournament at a local LGS Darkside games. If you're interested in getting some singles 15% off, wait till after the match to see how. Without further ado, here's our match. Up first is Dihada, being played by Weston. Julian is on Tasigur, Sergio is on Rogsai, and I am playing Bruce Thrasios. Sergio pre-games by a Gemstone Caverns, exiling a Yawgmoth's Will. Weston plays a Flooded Strand, passes turn. Julian goes Bloodstained Mire, and then passes turn. Sergio starts off with a gamble, discarding a Talisman of Dominance, playing a command tower, his commander Rograkh, and then passes the turn. I start off with a Flooded Strand, a Mox Diamond, discarding a Arid Mesa, fetching in a Tropical Island, and dropping a first turn Draneth Magistrate. Weston, on my end step, fetches up a Plateau, casts a Enlightened Tutor into a Soul Ring. After playing a command tower, plays said Soul Ring on his turn, taps Soul Ring into a Fellwar Stone, and then taps command tower and Fellwar Stone for a Demonic Tutor. End of Weston's turn, Julian fetches for a Underground Sea into a Brainstorm. Now on his turn, he plays a Misty Rainforest, fetches for a Tropical Isle, and then casts a Imperial Seal, then passes the turn. Sergio casts a Calling of the Week, getting 4 mana, tapping his last land, and then casting a turn 2 ad nauseam. Julian responds with a Flusterstorm. Passes turn. I cast an Arbor Elf, and then attack Sergio for 1. Weston's turn. Weston, on his turn, casts Backside Burgee Harnfell, plays a Mana Confluence, and passes the turn. Julian, on his turn, plays a Windswept Heath into a Grim Monolith, and then passes the turn. Sergio casts a Paradise Mantle, and then passes the turn. On his end step, I cast a Brainstorm. My turn. I play a Bountiful Promenade, attack Weston with my Draneth Magistrate, play a Esper Sentinel, then a Devoted Druid. Weston's up, he plays a Forbidden Orchard, and then passes turn. End of Weston's turn, Julian fetches in a Overgrown Tomb into play tapped, and draws a card and passes turn. Sergio draws a card for his turn, and also passes. My turn. I tap and play a Rhystic Study. Swing 2 at Weston. At my end step, Weston casts Ad Nauseam. 2 triggers. I get an Esper Sentinel trigger and a Rhystic Study trigger. Weston doesn't pay. I respond with a Force of Will, pitching a Spell Snare. Force of Will resolves. On Weston's turn, he casts a Simian Spirit Guide, triggering my Rhystic Study. He pays. Passes turn. Julian's turn. He plays the Thassa's Oracle, triggering my Rhystic Study. Paying the 1. ETB on the stack. Casts Demonic Consultation, triggering my Rhystic Study and Esper Sentinel. He pays for both. Sergio responds with a Daze, triggering my Esper Sentinel and Rhystic Study, and I draw 2. Then attack Sergio for 1. Sergio draws a card and passes the turn. I play a Wild Growth on my Tropical Isle, then play a Seedborn Muse. Then play Thrasios, pass the turn to Weston. Weston plays a Grinding Station, triggering my Esper Sentinel and Rhystic Study. He pays for both. The end step, I activate Thrasios, getting a Misty Rainforest, then a Tarnished Citadel. Julian's turn, he casts Chrome Mox, triggering Esper Sentinel and my Rhystic Study, pays for both, exiling a Hoarding Broodlord to Chrome Mox. Plays Jeweled Lotus, triggering my Rhystic Study, Chrome Mox to pay for it. Attacks Sergio for 1. End step, fetch for a Volcanic Island, then activate Thrasios. Getting a Mystical Tutor, Weston responds to my Mystical Tutor with a Dualcaster Mage, not paying for my Rhystic Study. Copies my Mystical Tutor and tutors up a Wheel of Fortune. I tutor up an Enlightened Tutor. I go to activate Thrasios, and Weston responds by grinding away his grind station and milling me 3. I mill away Enlightened Tutor, Dockside, and a Flusterstorm. Mystic Remora goes to my hand. Sergio plays a Bloodstained Mire. Sergio fetches a Underground Sea and casts a Time Twister. Does not pay for my Rhystic Study or Esper Sentinel. I draw 2. With no responses, everyone shuffles up and draws 7. Sergio passes the turn. On his end step, I cast a Chord of Calling, tutoring up and putting into play Zerda. Also at end step, I activate Thrasios, reveal a Birds of Paradise, and a Swift Reconfiguration, and also a Kinnan. My turn, I cast Basalt Monolith, and then proceed to show the table I have a infinite line with Basalt Monolith or Kinnan, generating infinite mana, and I go through my entire deck with Thrasios. I finally get my Finale of Devastation and swing out to the table, and then I Alpha Strike for the win. I guess congrats to me. Endgame summation. I had always good value pieces, but no winning parts to the combo. I got that Devoted Druid early, but not another piece to get infinite mana. I did towards the end, but then I also got Kinnan, and I also got Basalt Monolith, and of course you guys saw me tutor out that Zerda. I mean, there were so many lines in the deck. Maybe thin out the deck and narrow it to 1 or 2 win lines? Maybe. If you like these types of matches, I have a playlist for you guys to watch other videos that were very similar. Here they are. Linked, posted, shown here somewhere. If you want to participate in one of these events or maybe be on a video, we have an event coming up February 3rd, Dockside Duels at Darkside. It's at our local LGS Darkside games. If you sign up and register for the event, you can use promo code DDD15 and get yourself 15% off singles. Again, that's DDD15 at darksidegames.com. This is also in conjunction with a TopDeck Championship Series. If you want more social media, we have other social medias linked down below. We have the deck list down below as well. And special thanks to our patrons. Our Tier 3 subscribers. A special thanks to our patrons, Mr. Two-Time Wong, Matt, and Albert. Thank you for being a cardboard cutout. Tier 3, the top echelon of our cardboard Patreons. Please consider joining us on Patreon. We have 3 tiers for you guys to subscribe to. Any subscription will help. We also have a Discord, LVMTG, linked down below as well if you want to find us on there. Thank you for joining me again this week. Till next time.